This is a house my grandparents built themselves. Built literally from the ground around them. They poured their own concrete blocks, used sand and stone from the dry creek bed. Just over there, right there, that's where it came from. Not because it was trendy, and not because they had a choice, because it was practical. It was what they had, and it's still standing. I've always believed in making do with what you have, about not being wasteful, about being intentional in the garden. And I always thought it was something I figured out, something I chose. But recently I realised it didn't start with me. And this is a pergola my pa built from scratch. No fancy kit, no gables, just steel welded together to do a job. It was practical. It served its purpose, and it stood the test of time. There's even a photo of me, aged 13, standing underneath it. At the time, it was just the backyard. Now I see it differently. I remember the old wood-fired kitchen too. I often heard stories of when they survived on nothing more than drippings on bread. Nothing wasted. Not because it was a philosophy, because it was all they had. That's when I realised this wasn't new. It was part of my upbringing. I've been building this way for years, thinking I was creating a sustainability mindset. But really, I was continuing something that had already been passed down. I still got the shovel they gave me all these years ago. Nan and Pa believed in giving things that you could actually use. Something practical, something that would last. Back then it was a thoughtful gift. Now it has even more meaning. You can build something meaningful using what you already have. You just need to see it differently. And that doesn't mean your whole garden has to be built this way. It's not about rules. It's about perspective. Sometimes it saves money. Sometimes it adds character you can't buy. Sometimes it's simply better for the environment. But more than that, it changes how you see your space. You stop looking at what you don't have and start seeing what you do. You don't need more to build something meaningful. You need to see what you already have. If you can make the most of what's in front of you and be grateful for it, you can still build something you're proud of. If you're interested, I'll be doing another video breaking down the practical benefits of sustainable gardening, saving money, adding character, and reducing waste. Because it really is a core element to creating an affordable yard you'll actually love. So if that sounds like something you're into, make sure you're subscribed. And maybe start by looking at what you already have.